Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. Let me talk to you. Yeah. I am your host with the most, Brian Renegade. Thank you for joining me on today. If you're watching online on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, we appreciate you watching. You boys, the best damn wrestling podcast. If you're on Radioland, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast, you can listen to the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got interviews. We got great content. We talk about wrestling, entertainment, what's going on in the world of sports, and all that jazz. So thank you guys for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday. In the comment box, let me know where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you're doing today, because we all family. Got to check up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for our peoples. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all joining a player. Listen, man, it's a lot going on in wrestling. We got to talk about it, man. One of the big stories that just popped out that's going all over the wrestling world right now is the big signing by WWE. Possibly one of the biggest, other than Cody Rhodes, as far as the transition over from AEW over to WWE. That's right. If you haven't guessed who I'm talking about the one and only Jade Cargill. Oh, man. Jade Cargill is a huge signing for WWE, man. We are excited about it because we get to see the power of Jade and what she can actually do in that ring, man. In AEW, she was undefeated for a while. I believe she was like 50-1 or some crazy number like that. She was just pretty much stepping on all of the talent. But she was strong, she was dominant, and she had presence, man. And I think that she is definitely ready for a run in the major leagues on WWE product. Hopefully they know what to do with her. They make her a champion wherever she goes, whichever brand that she chooses. I'm thinking that she might choose SmackDown, but I would love to see Jade Cargill in NXT for a while and actually take on Becky Lynch and some of those girls and really build her star up. So when she does come to main roster, the main roster WWE fans will know who Jade Cargill is. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my 2 cents on that. But I am so excited to see Jade Cargill. This is crazy that this huge signing and all of this attention is around a woman of color and a black woman. You know, I think that is beautiful for her to be one of the number one signings. I got some images of her at the NXT Performance Center, man, when she was doing some training. You can see there she's doing a couple moves on, I don't know who that is, but I think that with some more training, in-ring media training also, Jade Cargill can be a certified bona fide star that she is. And I know I've been talking about it for a while, man. So I'm excited to see Jade Cargill in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Jade Cargill does the thing. And this is the thing with Jade. She has a presence about her. When you see her, you know that she is an athlete of some type. Even when she has when she's dressed up, you can see in this outfit, man, you can see the abs through her outfit. That is absolutely insane. But I think that Jade Cargill will be pretty big, man. So in the comment box, man, whoever you want to see Jade Cargill face, you know what I'm saying, let your boy know. I'm excited to see a lot of battles with Jade Cargill. Mainly, her and Bianca Belair will be a dream match for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Her and Bianca. I think that also Jade Cargill and Charlotte could be really huge. Jade Cargill and Bayley. Like I just mentioned, Jade Cargill and Becky Lynch could also be something that's interesting to a lot of people, man. But give me Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. That is a money card anytime, every time. I'm excited to see her and see what she actually does in the ring, man. Because, like I said, Jade Cargill is an absolute stunner, absolute star. If you're not familiar with her work, go and check out some of the stuff that she has on AEW, where she was dominant as the TNT champion, man. But yeah, the girl Jade. Let me get another opinion on this thing. Coming to the stage, he is the man with the master plan. Hold on, let me put him on in here. Now, we know and love him as the resident villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. He is the genie of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. The ultimate villain. Your boy LP is in the building. What's happening, LPZ?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Oh man, listen. I'm up here talking about this brand new signing, man. It feels like a first round draft pick in any league, man. Your girl Jade Cargill is finally in WWE. I know you've seen it all over the place with this brand new signing, LP. But I want to get your thoughts on what do you think about your girl Jade Cargill finally signing with the big boys?
I'm probably not as excited as everybody else. Not
Really?
not because I don't like her, because don't get me wrong, I like her just like everybody else. I just think WWE is gonna fumble the bag. I look at her character and how she was at AEW, and then I look at her character if it's the same in WWE, and I don't see it happening the same way. Because Jade Cargill was pretty much that chick over there at AEW. So she's not gonna be that chick at WWE. Not while your girl Charlotte Flair is the queen bee and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Charlotte probably like, yeah, she can come on over here, but bitch, this is my show. Same thing with Bianca. Bianca can be the same way. Like, yeah, you come over here, that's great, but I don't put in too much work to finally get where I needed to be. And you think you just gonna show up and start doing some shit? It's gonna be interesting to see, because we all know how women can be, and that queen bee thing is for real. I just don't think. I don't know. It's not gonna. I'm not gonna say it ain't gonna work, but without the right writing and all that other kind of stuff, I guess all we can do is see. Because I think she's gonna be in a mid card.
I don't really see her in the mid card unless they are not impressed with her wrestling in ring abilities. She's shown flashes of greatness. I haven't seen her in a real knockout, drag out fight. I know that she's had some competition, like with Chris Statlander and some other people, but I haven't seen anybody that really challenged Jade to really put on a spectacular match and make it undeniable that she is that chick, as she says, in better terms. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, man, Jade Cargill is the absolute star, man. I know a lot of people are excited that she's here, and I know a lot of people are not excited to see Jade. But this is the first big acquisition right after Cody Rhodes, man. And also the Good Brothers was a good acquisition from AEW. But for a black woman to make this much hype around her name and around the wrestling world, and for people to be excited that she's here, I think that's big, man. That's spectacular. You know what I'm saying? And that's one for the culture right there. I dig it.
Well, I mean, I think this is going to be the first signing from AEW that WWE has to show that they can do stuff with homemade AEW stars, because she's a homegrown star for AEW. I don't know what she did before, but I never heard of her before. Cody Rhodes don't count because Cody Rhodes was WWE first. The Good Brothers, they don't count because they was WWE first. This is the first star from AEW that people will see if WWE can make it work or not. So that's really going to be the test Uh, can the WWE make a transition? Can they transition stars from there back over here is going to be the real big question, because when you look at people like MJF and stuff he says about always wanting to come over there, he wouldn't be the same in WWE. Everybody knows that he would not be he would not be nowhere close to the same if he was in WWE. I think that I think Jade is dope, but I think Jade is, everybody want to see Jade and Bianca, of course, but she's not ready for Bianca. By no means is she on Bianca Belair's level. Wrestling skill wise, I mean, she got the star power, but wrestling skill wise, she's nowhere. I think she need to go to NXT. I don't, but of course I'm pretty sure they're gonna put her on the main roster. But I mean, they kind of got to put her on the main roster. If they wouldn't have made such a big deal out of it and just kind of let her go on her own, then they could have probably put her on NXT. But they can't put her on NXT now because they done made too much noise. So they got to put her on the main roster. And
I would rather see, to be honest with you, I would rather see her in NXT first and come up through NXT, right? Gain that respect, and then do something on main roster. To be honest with you, I know it's big news for wrestling fans who are familiar with the AEW product, but most WWE fans do not know who Jade Cargill is, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? If they are wrestling fans and they watch the product of AEW and seen some of the things that she's done, they're going to be excited to have a presence like that on the main roster. But to be honest with you, I really feel like she should come up to through NXT and have some battles down there in NXT with those women, dominate, become NXT champion, and then come up to main roster, maybe on the SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a good rise for Jade, because she will get her hands dirty in NXT, and she gets to develop her character. And I'm pretty sure if she did that, she would move up the main roster in no time. It's no rush in your stardom, especially if you can get down to NXT, work at NXT for a little bit, spend some more time with your family. You know what I'm saying? Because when you down in NXT, you kind of in one place, so you're not all over the place unless you're doing some type of house shows or something like that, or signings or whatever the case may be. But once you move up the main roster, things start picking up, things start going. And for her, I would love to see her develop her wrestling in-ring ability, and also build up her star so that it translates across the board to advertisers and so forth and so on. But I'm excited to see Jade, and you say you are not at all, huh?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people just jump on the hype train. Most people don't even know who the hell she are, and they acting like they're excited. Probably ain't watched not one match. Don't have no idea what she can do. They just, because it's the top thing. That's what everybody's talking about, because it is a big pickup. Since Cody Rhodes is probably the biggest acquisition from AEW. Again, because she's an AEW homegrown star. I mean, to be honest, Cody Rhodes really was too, because he was one who started the company. We have all seen that what happened when WWE stars go to AEW, but we haven't been seeing it going the other way just yet. So I think if they don't mess it up and they do her right, I really think that it can spark some other things. But she's a female wrestler, so look at the female division. Let's not act like their division is any better than the AEW division. Like, they let her dominate in her division, but let's look at WWE, right? How many women right now dominate majority of the time? You got Charlotte Flair, who dominates majority of the time. You got Rhea Ripley, who dominates majority of the time. You got Bianca, who dominated. Those three right there would be my top three of who dominates like right now. I think Becky Lynch and some of the other stars have kind of went down. But you take Bianca, Rhea, and Charlotte. Those are top three females in WWE right now. So they're going to add a fourth, or they're going to let her just jump into the mix. Yeah. Yeah. I just don't. I just don't. And she black too. Yeah. I don't know if you ever used to watch Walking Dead. I don't know if you're a Walking Dead fan.
Yeah, I'm a
Well,
Walking Dead fan. Yeah.
all right. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, you've been watching from the gate. You know, most of the time when a new black person came, that means somebody else had to die. When it was time for Morgan to come, there go T-Dog. You know what I'm saying? Like they would only have a couple of us at a time. So you think they're gonna have Bianca? They gonna have two black top stars? They gonna push her at the beginning, and then she gonna be mid card. That's just. I could be wrong. You know, I want to be wrong. I truly do. But I know WWE. I've been watching WWE for all my life, and I bet you right now you can't name that many black female champions. I mean, you can name Jazz. You can name. Let's see who else can be named. Jazz.
Sasha, Naomi.
Sasha, Naomi. But let's look at the era when Sasha and them was Sasha was doing her thing. Amber Moon was sitting there. They just never will let Amber Moon go do what she needed to do because Amber Moon was better than most of the stars up there. Even Naomi, they only let Naomi go but so far. They never let her really do her thing like we knew she could. Both of them was probably the two of the best females, two of the best female wrestlers at that time. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, like I said, Jade is better to look at. I probably take Jade to the crib before Bianca. I'll take both of them. That damn Jade now. Woo.
Shane. Well, let me go over to the chef of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, man. Senor Fuego himself, Chef Showtime. What's happening, partner?
What's good? How you guys doing?
Oh man, we're good. You got to weigh in on this Jade Cargill thing, man. Jade Cargill just got signed to WWE, and a lot of fans are excited about her being in the place to be, man. Let me know what your thoughts are, Chef. Are you excited to see Jade Cargill here in the WWE, man? And you think that she will be a legitimate threat in the women's division?
She will be, and I'm happy she's here. But I got a feeling they're gonna put her as a heel, and that's gonna be. That's not. It's gonna make a good feud between her and Bianca. That's what that's gonna look like. It's gonna happen. Bianca being the face, she's the heel. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Some way, one of them will take the belt, and it's gonna be a good fight for her 12.
Okay. Go ahead, LP.
What if I think if that's the case, Chef, I think they'll make Bianca the heel because that will help Jay get over faster. And everybody been wanting Bianca to go heel. You know, I seen somebody that said some crazy mess. This something that Brian Renegade probably would have said that they wanted Bianca and Jay to get the tag belts and then get with the Street Profits and have all that blackness in a group. I was like, stop it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it would be beautiful to see, and if you're going to do it at a time, this would be a good time to do it. And I'm not sure where the Street Profits and Bobby thing is going. They had a little friction where Bobby was trying to get them to pull the trigger and be a little more aggressive and be a heel. And for some reason, the Street Profits didn't do it. They kind of hesitated. And Bobby was like, well, if you can't do it and pull the trigger, then I'll find somebody else who can. And I want all my shit back, my clothes, my rings, everything I gave y'all. Get back to me. And I'll find somebody else so you can sit there and cater. So I hope that, they still are going to do something and they don't break it up too early. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a little friction already, man. So, but I would love to see them in a faction together. It don't make sense. I would rather see Jade really just compete by herself and really build a legacy like a Bianca and like a Charlotte Flair. I think that she can do it in WWE, man. I'm not sure how people will gravitate to her character. And I think that she would be better off coming in as a heel than coming in as a babyface. Uh,
I wouldn't mind seeing Paul. I wouldn't mind seeing Paul Heyman take a female.
you know what?
I've never seen him with a female.
If Paul Heyman is going to take anybody, I for sure thought it was going to be Ronda Rousey. I for sure legit thought if he was going to take any kind of talent on, I thought it was going to be Ronda. But Jade Cargill would be good, and she would be good with a manager. I know she had smart Mark Sterling in AEW as her manager or her mouthpiece, and I think that she could do that same type of gimmick here in the WWE and even have a baddies kind of section. I like that, but with WWE, it's a little bit more politics. So I'm not sure how much of her character is she going to be able to have and get through. But yeah, I think that Paul Heyman and Jade Cargill would be absolutely amazing. If the Bloodline storyline ended within this year, I think that Paul Heyman, or even at WrestleMania, I think that if Paul Heyman took Jade Cargill on as a client, man, she can really do something in the women's division. Let me go out to the Best Damn Nation and see some of the things that they're saying, man. Over on YouTube, he's right. Stop by to say that. I think it was in reference to an earlier comment that we made. And then we got one from it says Earth Cartel, Heyman and Jade. Whew. Yeah, that Paul Heyman and Jade combination is going to be serious, Jack. I definitely agree with that, man. What are some of the possible matches that you guys would be excited to see from Jade Cargill? What kind of matchups would you like to see? Let me go, Chef.
Ooh, I could see. I would see it like a triple threat between her, Bianca, and Nia.
Oh.
That'd be a hard hitting match.
You trying to injure the girl already? She just got there. You trying to put her in? Did Nia Jax wrestle Charlotte Flair and damn near broke her neck not too long ago?
I don't know too many people who Nia didn't hurt when she was wrestling, and even if they wasn't injured, I'm pretty sure every time she wrestled somebody, something hurt. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. She got this new move that she's been doing. It's really the bonsai drop from Yokozuna, and I believe Rikishi used to use it also, but now she uses it. I think she calls it the Annihilator or something like that, or it's a fun pun on it. But who was talking about it? What's my man name? Used to be in the Censor group, LP. You know who I'm talking about. He was a pretty good wrestler. I think Steven
Richards.
Yeah. So he was breaking down the move right, and he was showing how Nia Jax injured Rhea Ripley when she came down. He was like, usually you're supposed to hold on to the ropes when you come down. And they said when Nia came down, she released. It was full pressure, all body. You know what I'm saying? Ham hocks, thighs, wings, legs, everything came crashing down on her chest, man, and that looked painful. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, she crushed her, bro. She straight up crushed her with that. But I would love to see Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. I think that Nia will really push her to her limit, and as far as being a huge battle, a huge challenger. But like I said, man, I think I would rather see her in NXT. And just like we were talking a couple of months ago, how we wanted to see Dominic Mysterio in NXT. Now he's in NXT. He made the transition, kind of gracefully. You know what I'm saying? And now he's the biggest heel, and he's the North American champion. He's bringing eyes to the product, man, and also the belt that he has. But I think that he's a great champion, and I looked at it today. And we'll talk about Dominic a little bit later, but I'm glad that he is in NXT to some capacity and still on main roster, and I think that can hold true for Jake, man. So I'm excited to see Jake and see what she does coming up soon. LPZ, who do you think would be a good challenger for Jade, man? Who do you want to see?
I mean, if you're gonna build her to be, who she's supposed to be, then I would say Charlotte. I would say, I think everybody know the dream match is her and Bianca. I would really want to see her just jump on Charlotte. Like, I would like that to be the first thing she does when she shows up. Like, beat the shit out of Charlotte like nobody has ever done before. Like, I'm talking about beat her down. Let everybody know, or she do that at Nia Jax.
Yeah,
Whoever's
come up with man tonight.
If she can beat down Nia Jax, then she would definitely impress a lot of people, man. And just because she carries this name doesn't really mean nothing. She can come over to main roster and stink. You know what I'm saying? She can come over to main roster and then be like, you know what? I can see all the holes in her game. Or she can come over and dominate just like how we thinking. What you got on your mind, Chef?
I can see her coming to main roster and throwing around Rhea Ripley. Her and Rhea.
I don't know about throwing around Rhea.
Rhea, like Jay, kind of slow. She looks like a young man sometimes.
I don't know. No, let's not forget how dominant Rhea has been. Just because Nia Jax came in and squashed all her insides, squeezed it out like toothpaste, doesn't mean that Rhea Ripley is still not an absolutely dominant champion.
She's very much dominant champion, but that will be a good kick, a good push for her just to come out, just attack somebody that dominant like Rhea Ripley or Nia Jax and just manhandle them. People start looking at her like, yes.
And I know a lot of people are thinking that, what about her record? She had like a 50-1 record or something like that. She only really lost one time, and that's when she lost her belt. But let's not forget how dominant Goldberg was when he was in WCW. And he came to the WWE, and he was just surrounded by so much more star power. You know what I'm saying? And it took a while for Goldberg to kind of find his footing. You know what I'm saying? In the WWE when he first came in. Obviously, he had the big feud with The Rock, and that was big. But, not everybody who comes from one company and is dominating that company comes to another company and dominate. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about the WWE releases in a little bit and who might do some things over there. But, I just had to talk about Jade Cargill. Let me go out to the Best Damn Nation. Your boy Earth Cartel on YouTube, man. He's showing out again. He said Jade versus Raquel or Becky. Yeah, Jade versus Raquel or Jade versus Becky. Those are two good combinations. Also, Jade versus Bayley. I think that'll be good too. Those are I think Bayley will give her, a good test. You know what I'm saying? True test. But yeah, we're excited to see your girl Jade Cargill do her thing. Best Damn Nation. Go in the comments box. Let us know who you want to see Jade Cargill face on the main roster, and if you think she should start in NXT or come up straight to the main roster and bang with the big girls. You know what I'm saying? We shall see. Fellas, let's go ahead and talk about some of these WWE releases, man. I know we had a special show on Friday. Was it Thursday? Either Thursday or Friday when it happened. And that was big news that broke the wrestling world, man. The WWE made some layouts, and we were trying to figure out, what was the reason? Was it, were they trying to trim fat, meaning just some of the wrestlers that wasn't really doing too well or who were injured? And there was a lot of speculation going around. Some of the big people that we lost, man, Shelton Benjamin was one of the ones that shocked a lot of people. It didn't shock some other people. Look at Chef. Chef don't care. Look at it. That man has been an entertainer in the same job for years, and his job all of a sudden started to make some layoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of messed up. It's kind of messed up. Also, down in NXT, Dabba-Kato, who was showing a little bit of promise, man. I thought they were going to do something with Dabba-Kato, and they absolutely did not. LP, I got one of your favorites up here, man. Shanky, the dancing Shanky, did the dance of doom, as we say. LP mentioned he was like, once the big guys start dancing, man, they kind of lose their value, man. And I kind of feel like that's what happened to Shanky. Because after Shanky did this, the Harlem Shake, you ain't see Shanky hands no more. I think they tried to pull him out during the India show, and then he just disappeared. So they kind of used him, abused him, and threw him away like a wet soggy condom. Your boys Mansoor and Mace.
Marseille.
They have,
Marseille.
My set, you know what I'm saying? And man, swap. They have been released from their contracts, man. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people were surprised about that. Also, your girl Dana Brooke, I ain't gonna say I was happy about it, but I won't say it. Dana Brooke has left. Also from NXT, Quincy Elliott was released by WWE. I know a lot of people were excited to see what he can do. He also had a bonsai drop similar to Nia Jackson and Rikishi and Yokozuna, but he called it the Bussy Bomb. And I don't think that kind of went over too well with marketing. The Bussy Bomb did not stay around. But, a lot of people were excited to see him. He's gone. Also, Riddick Moss, man, Madcap Moss. I thought they were going to do something with Madcap, man. He turned into a good baby face, and then they kind of dropped him like a bad habit. So, I hope that he does go somewhere and does something to build up his name like a Matt Cardona. I absolutely like Riddick Moss, man. He has a lot of explosive power, and he was a talent, man. So I'm excited to see him go. Your girl Aaliyah has been released. I don't think too many people were surprised about that. But Aaliyah, she's shown some flashes of greatness as a baby face, but for some reason she really couldn't get over. She does have that win over Nia Jax, having the fastest time for somebody ever to be pinned in the ring. So I guess she got that going for her. She in the good Guinness Book of World Records. She kind of hang that hat on that. Your boy Elias was released also. I was sad to see Elias go, man, because I thought they were going to do something with Elias and Rick Boogs, because I thought they would be really good together. And, I can't boog out no more because Boogs is gone. I thought that Rick Boogs, and it was crazy because they had him all over the advertisement, and he was doing the Cricket Wireless stuff with Bianca Belair and the Old Spice commercials and all kind of stuff, man. So, Rick Boogs, man, they were using Rick Boogs, man, and all of a sudden he just, after they stripped him away from Shinsuke Nakamura, he ain't really been doing much after that. Your girl Emma is gone. She was excited about the Elimination Chamber match in her home country, man, but yeah, she got canned. So she was like, oops, never mind. We'll not be going. And one of the bigger ones was Mustafa Ali, man. We wish Mustafa Ali well in his endeavors. Mustafa Ali is a great wrestler, man. And I think that he wasn't really being utilized enough. He really couldn't find his character, but he has had a lot of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say, he ain't never had an opportunity. He had an opportunity at a faction. He had an opportunity at the Cruiserweight title. He had an opportunity to shine multiple times, man. And Mustafa Ali is an absolute great talent, but he couldn't really find his foot again. And I kind of knew it was going to go downhill after the Positive Ali character. Chef, we saw him in Phoenix, man, when he was the Positive Ali. And, I can't remember who he faced. Who did he face? Was it Gunther? I think it was right before Gunther. I think it was right before Gunther. But man, yeah, positive. When he put the positive Ali character on, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a wrap. He ain't gonna last long. But the big one that just happened, man, that a lot of people were very surprised about was your boy Matt Riddle. And I don't have a graphic for Matt Riddle, but I know LP is over there smiling like a Chester cat. Happy at that man's demise. Shame on you, LP. Shame on you. Matt Riddle is an absolute legend to me. I watched Matt Riddle in the UFC, and then when he came to NXT, I even got a fist bump from Matt Riddle. And Matt Riddle came to main roster and did great things. He became tag team champion, U.S. champion. I loved Matt Riddle's character, man. And then once he fought Roman Reigns, he just kind of went down here. Why is it? Let me ask you guys a question, and maybe this is in my head, or maybe it's a real thing. What is it about wrestlers once they fight Roman Reigns, their stock kind of like their interest goes down? Am I tripping? Because I'm thinking about all Roman Reigns' competitors, and although some people have had great success facing Roman Reigns, after they fight Roman, they have trouble getting their footing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm tripping, but once Roman fought, once he got the belt from Braun Strowman could not find his footing. I can't say. Only person I could kind of say found his footing was Seth Rollins, but it took Seth a long time to get where he is now, at the top of the heap. But he fought Edge. Edge kind of floundered. Even though he fought, made Judgment Day, Edge really couldn't find his footing. KO, even though he became tag team champion, it seemed like even though he's at the top of the card, he's still trying to find his footing. The same. Jimmy and Jay, kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Am I tripping? Let me ask LP. Let me ask Chef.
It seems like everybody that fought Roman went downhill. When KO lost, he went downhill. Drew McIntyre lost, he went downhill. It's something about Roman Reigns to make people go downhill for a little bit.
Yeah, man. I want to see a little bit more. I think that Roman is slated to be at Fastlane. After Fastlane, he's going to make an appearance. But he's been gone for quite a long time, man. Like, this guy has willingly missed pay-per-views. I don't know any other wrestler who's just like missed this many pay-per-views in a row. It's kind of like, I show up when I want to. I show up when I want to. I'll be there when I get there. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that whole mentality, man. But yes, some of the big releases. Chef, let me see. Out of all the people who were released from WWE, man, who do you think will have a good career in another destination?
I can really say Matt Riddle and Riddick Moss. I could see them in AEW tearing stuff up.
Yeah. Okay. LP. Who do you see making a good transition from WWE?
I think all of them can do it. I kind of think Elias might do somewhere else. I think Elias might do well and maybe like Impact. I don't see everybody going to AEW. I think Shelton Benjamin might finally get his chance to do something. I think Shelton Benjamin would do good at AEW if they put him in one of those squads. AEW got a bunch of squads. So you can put him in the squad, and it might work out for him.
I don't know, man. I think the AEW has this love affair of like older wrestlers. They'll come in and they'll show a flash of like, oh, we're interested, and then after that, you don't see you don't see them anymore like that. And it's been a lot. I think the only old school wrestler that is still kind of doing something on AEW's main roster is Sting, but Sting ain't even kind of there like that.
Christian is doing his thing over there, and that's
Christian. Okay, I'll give you that. Christian, who just won the TNT championship from Luchasaurus in a three-way battle between him, Luchasaurus, and who was the other person that was in that match?
I'm about to say Lava Boy.
What's half face painted?
Darby?
Darby Allin, yeah. Christian actually won the TNT title, man. So, right now he's doing good. And there's rumors swirling around that Edge might sign over in AEW. Am I excited about that? I don't want that to happen, bro. I really feel like you should stick with the home team, retire in WWE, let that be your last match, come back, get a Hall of Fame induction, and then possibly do something later on where you manage or create something, but do not get in ring in AEW. They do not give two shits about your neck. And I just don't want to see it, man. Man, I really don't want to see Edge go over to AEW and do anything. I'm okay with that. I would rather him just kind of ride off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's rumors speculating. Let me ask you, LP, man. You a big Edge and Christian fan, man. Would you like to see Edge and Christian reunite in AEW?
I wouldn't want to see them reunited. I don't know how I would see, because Christian's on his own level right now, so it will be hard to bring in Edge to mess with what he has going on. Like he's pushed so hard to get away from Edge that he's finally his own. Well, I ain't gonna say finally, because he was doing stuff in other companies too, but he's getting a lot of recognition as the solo star that he has always been in WWE. Never gave him a chance to be. So if you bring Edge in, if you bring him in, I wouldn't even have them deal with each other, at least to like maybe like later on. I know you was like, I know a lot of people want people to retire and give it up, but you got to think that's us as fans. These guys who, have given their whole life to wrestling and stuff like that, just them quitting, the number one killer of people is retirement. So Edge still can go. So it's one thing like Ric Flair, yeah, you need to fucking retire, please. Like never get in the ring again. But you look at guys like, even with like Randy Orton, even if they try to tell Randy he probably shouldn't go back, Randy, I'm pretty sure Randy gonna come back probably. It depends on how bad his mess is. One more time, because there's been plenty of wrestlers that they told they should not go back, and they still go back. If he has things as an athlete, I would want to go somewhere else. WWE is your home, but like looking like Daniel Bryanson, and Daniel Bryanson, somebody else over there that's still been doing pretty good.
Who did you say?
Was it Daniel Bryan? What is his name? Whatever his damn name is, Daniel. Whatever his name is. I said Danielson. Yeah, that's sick. I get mixed up all the time with that. But yeah, but you got stars like that that's going over there and really getting a chance to wrestle a lot of these newer guys and these up and coming guys that they really, WWE taking the old guys and pretty much put them on the shelf. AEW is allowing these older guys to actually get some shine in. They don't need to be starring and doing it every week. Like, you got Jeff Jarrett over there, you got Big Show, you got a lot of people, but just them being able to have a job and do stuff is good. Over there in WWE, they're not gonna give them that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have them on Legends Night, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? I guess you gotta look at it as a job. If you put 30 years on a job, you don't want them to start treating you like shit when you get older for the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Like in WWE kind of does. They do their wrestlers like that. And that's why I think a lot of them still go somewhere else and be like, yo, I still got it. I don't want to retire yet. I'm on the 45s. You know what I'm saying? Like WWE, like give it up. You're 40. You're 40. Give it up.
You're bum. Give it up.
So the boys is and I'm not even a wrestler, but I'm a man. So I can understand how it be like, look, y'all telling me retire, but I still got a little bit left in the tank. So I hope Edge. I don't want to see Edge retire and not do nothing. Like I don't, because like I said, that's probably gonna kill that man. I think it probably was killing him when he had to quit the first time, because of his neck. So I want to see him in some capacity, but I just don't know because I'm telling y'all, Christian is he's phenomenal over there right now, especially with his promos. He's just a douchebag piece of crap, but he's cutting some of the best promos. And I've always been a Christian fan. I've always been upset that Vince never let Christian, do what he could do. Even his finishing move was like one of my favorite finishing moves that never got the credit. That Unprettier always been like so fire.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What do you think that Christian is doing right now that's translating with the fans that a lot of AEW talent is not doing?
I think that he has fully gotten into his character. Like, I use MJF as another example. Like, they fully get involved into that character, so you don't know the difference between the two. Like, it's kind of like method acting. Christian has definitely, it's like he's a method actor with his new character, and you cannot really see him like he used to be. And that's why I think some of these newer guys get it messed up. They trying too hard. And they're not being their character. And they're still kind of themselves, but they're not completely engulfed in it. And that's what I think Christian has done. He showed a side of people that you ain't never seen. He got a little turtleneck. I mean, he just looked like a douchebag. He looked like that substitute teacher that you used to hate that come into the class. That that one sub that nobody wanted to come. Yeah. You be like, oh, we got Mr. Jones. I hate Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's, I think all the best characters is like, either you love them or you hate them. I think with most characters, either you hate them to death, you love them to death, or you like in the mid where it don't really matter. Like people that hate him right now, they hate him, or people that hate Dominic. Damn Dom. People that hate Dom, they just hate Dom. Like there ain't nothing Dom can do. Even if he turn face, people still gonna hate him. So I think that once you do that now, then it's a lot different. That's why I think you do.
Oh man, Mr. Everything just made a comment. He's still talking about Christian. Oh man, he's a Christian fan, man. He's a Christian fan.
Always.
Oh man. Well, listen. It's a couple of birthdays that I want to make an acknowledgement to real quick. Some people that's actually killing it right now. They're in their prime. Happy birthday to the one and only Damian Priest, Mr. Senior in the Bank. He's doing his thing with Judgment Day. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Also, a happy birthday to AEW's Buddy Matthews, or WWE's Buddy Murphy. Rhea Ripley's Boo Thing. Happy birthday to you, my brother. And Oscar, the legendary Oscar, turns 42, man. And happy birthday to you, Oscar. Just wanted to say that. Give a little bit of love to them. Fellas, listen, we got No Mercy coming this weekend. It's an NXT event. Some of the matches on that card are actually pretty good, man. I'm actually looking forward to it. We have Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship and in a Extreme Rules match. We also have Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship. Dominic Mysterio versus Trick Williams, man, in the NXT North American Championship. I'm not sure if they made that a trios match or not, but if they do, I'll let you guys know. We also have Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. We have Butch versus Noam Dar for the NXT Heritage Cup, and then we have the tag team fight with Tony D'Angelo and the family, and the Creeds and a couple of other people, man. So I'm excited about this card. I think there's going to be some really great matches on here. Let me get some of y'all predictions real quick. Let me go LP. Who you got your money on? We got Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton.
Probably Becky Lynch, because they probably gonna leave her over there for a little while. I don't see them giving it to Becky and just taking it away when she just got it back. Yeah, so I definitely think Becky. I know a lot of people hate the fact. I've been looking. A lot of people really hate the fact that Becky's over there, but she's over there.
I like it. I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at it at all. Chef, who you got? You got Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton.
I'm going with Becky.
Yeah, Becky makes the most sense. Becky can really keep on bringing odds and elevating that women's division. And I believe that if they bring a Jade Cargill up through NXT, it'll be a good transition to take the belt off of Becky and make Jade Cargill the champion and make Jade look like a legitimate threat when she comes up the main roster. Having Becky kind of give that nod to it if it does happen. And I think Tiffany Stratton is going to come up the main roster soon. They keep advertising her to come to Raw. So I'm pretty sure she's going to make that transition after she loses sometime soon. Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. LPZ, who you got your money on?
I'm not that familiar with him, so I'm going to go with a black guy.
Carmelo Hayes, man. Listen, I want you to go and watch an Ilya Dragunov match, LP. Watch Ilya Dragunov match and then come back and talk to me. The boy is good, man. He's like Gunther, but short. You know what I'm saying? The boy is good, man. LP, excuse me. Showtime. Who you got your money on? Carmelo Hayes or Ilya Dragunov?
I'm going to go for Carmelo.
You rocking with Carmelo Hayes?
Yeah.
All right, I dig that. I dig
that.
Hey, over at the Best Damn Nation, Mr. Everything, with his D'Angelo, how does it feel picture in there, look like he butt naked, talking about he got Dragunov. You know what I'm saying? Put some clothes on, Mr. Everything. He got Dragunov. Oh man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Dragunov on this, man. I like Carmelo Hayes, but I think it's time for him to come up the main roster. And Ilya Dragunov would definitely elevate the rest of the talent there, man. I think Carmelo Hayes don't have nothing else proved down to NXT. It's time for him to come up the main roster, man, and give Ilya Dragunov that belt and let him go through the division, because Ilya Dragunov puts on 5-star matches every time he gets in the ring, and he elevates all his competitors, man. So I got my money on Dragunov. Dirty Dom, Dominic Mysterio versus Trick Williams. Who you got your money on? LP.
How long has Dominic had the belt now?
Shit, seemed like 2 months almost. Yeah, for a minute.
They probably let him hold on. They probably let him hold on for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna have to. That match that Dom just had, I didn't see the whole match, but I saw some highlights, and I was like, okay, that he won that match straight up. Listen,
that match, and I'm gonna get to you, Chef Showtime, in a minute. That match between Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee was a banger. And Dominic Mysterio, I'm proud of him, man. I got the old side ass Dominic turned into Dirty Dom, man, and he shined on his own for the first time. And he won it fair and square, legit. I mean, you can't say nothing. The boy, he looked good in the ring. And for the first time I looked at Dominic, I was like, oh man, Dominic going to be the one. In a couple of years, Dominic is going to be the one. He's going to be a star, bro. And I see him holding the titles in the near future, bro. I really do. It's not a bigger heel than them. Chef Showtime. Gotta wake your ass up, man. Who you got? Dominic Mysterio. Oh, Trick Willie.
Now you guys talking about Dom making my head hurt, making me want to go to sleep. Now,
oh man.
You said out of who?
You say you got Dominic Mysterio or Trick Williams?
I would. I'm going for the cheerleaders. I don't even want to watch them. No.
Oh man, I think that's going to be a good one, man. Yeah. I think it's going to be a bigger. I like Trick Williams, man. Trick Williams, Trick Willie. The fans really get behind him, man. I like his style. I want to see him develop as a singles competitor a little bit more. And I think that once he does develop, that Trick Williams will be that dude that he got. So I'm gonna go Dominic Mysterio, but I definitely want to see Trick Willie do some things, man. You got Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Real quick, LP, who you got?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. All right, Chef. Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. Who you got?
Braun Breaker all day.
Braun Breaker all day. Mr. Everything, I had to go back to him. He said he got Dominic in the match between Dominic and Trick Willie. All right, I see Mr. Everything. We got Butch versus Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup. I know you guys are not familiar too much with Noam Dar. He's part of this group called Metaphor, and they've been doing some pretty interesting things. They've been dressing up during each of these Heritage Cup matches, and they were dressed as the Matrix characters not too long ago. And I thought that was really interesting, man. Let me go back to Mr. Everything. So he got Braun Breaker in the Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin match. Let's see, Butch versus Noam Dar. Who you got, Chef?
I'm going with Butch. I like Butch.
All right, I like Butch. I think Butch should win the Heritage Cup, man. I think he'll be good down there, man. LP, Butch or Noam Dar?
Butch, I guess.
But yeah, well, go watch Noam Dar. I know you haven't seen Noam Dar wrestle. The boy is good, man. And I really like the Heritage Cup rules. I really wish they would turn the Heritage Cup into a belt, because they got to carry around this big ass hockey trophy for some reason. But I like the Heritage Cup matches. So when you watch No Mercy, just check out that match, and I think you'll get familiar with Noam Dar, man. Your boy, Mr. Everything, say he got Noam Dar. Yeah, Noam Dar is doing his thing right now. I'm not mad at him at all. Not mad at him at all. Fellas, we started this segment that we started doing not too long ago, man. And it was really interesting. I had fun doing it and still haven't created a graphic for it. But it was one of the things where we watch wrestling videos and we got to kind of rate it a little bit for its extremeness. So we're going to go from darn to damn. Beautiful people, prepare yourself for the first video. In our new segment called Things That Make You Say, Damn.
Yes, shit!
Just in case you missed that, let me show it again.
Yes, shit!
Oh man, Chef Showtime. On the level of darn to damn, what would you rate that video?
I'll give that a darn.
That was a darn.
That's a darn.
It's like, why?
Like, why? At all the microwave?
Oh man. LP, I'm gonna show it one more time, man. I want you to rate this video from a darn to damn. Here it is one more time.
Yes, shit!
What would
I don't even know what to rate the video, but the sound effects, whatever the noise he was making was.
it was a little disturbing. It was a little disturbing. I will say that.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of noise is coming out of his mouth right now?
Oh man, that was pretty bad. Well, look, I got another one for you, man. This is a arm wrestling video. Just guess before y'all see the video. What do you think might happen? Chef,
Somebody arm about to break.
somebody arm about to break. What do you think, LP?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
All right, let's check out another video for things that make you say, "Damn."
Get a grip. Take a strain. Ready and go. Oi, medical. Step it up. Step back. Yuck.
They cut the camera too quick. I wanted to see it.
You ain't see it.
I seen it.
Oh my! You should.
I
saw it. Yeah, I heard it. Chef, since you seen it first, what would you rate that on the darn today?
That's a damn. It went backward.
Oh my God, that was pretty bad. LP, if you didn't see the video in Best Damn Nation, if you didn't see it, let me run it back again.
Get a grip. Take a strain. Ready and go. Oi, medical.
I saw a little better that time.
What would you rate that from a darn to damn?
Oh yeah, I get that a damn. Yeah, he need to drink some milk.
He need to drink some milk. Mr. Everything. Damn! You hit it with the long damn on that thing. Oh man, that was a good one. I got another video for you guys. Here's another video of things that make you say, damn.
Kicks in the face. Jason Strife. Oh! Slipped on the back there, but still made contact.
That was a twofer. The first one was a little bit of a botch. He was supposed to jump on his back and he fell and kind of slapped him in the titty and he fell out the ring. It was a bad botch. It wasn't nothing to say damn about. But that last one, though, when they just threw him out the ring and he hit his head on the ring edge, yeah, that was pretty bad. Chef Showtime, that last video, what would you rate that?
I would get out a ha.
Oh man. Oh man, LPZ, what would you give that video, sir?
Yeah, I don't know. That deserves to be on Botchamania. That should be on Botchamania.
All right, man. That was good. This one was interesting, man. This is more of a move, so I don't know if anybody got hurt, but it looked pretty damn bad. Before I show that, Mr. Everything popped in with his comment, man. So yeah, I know that last clip, he ended up knocking himself out. He was a promoter of the show too. Damn, it's bad when the promoter of the show knocks himself out. How he gonna pay everybody else's money? If I was the promoter of the show and I did that move and I knocked myself out, I would forget to pay people. Like, what? Hey, where my paycheck at? I don't know. I'm concussed. I'm concussed. Man, that was pretty bad. Let's do another one, fellas, of things that make you say, damn.
Boy, it's Gringo Loco fingers.
Switch! Canadian!
Oh! Boy, it's Gringo Loco fingers.
Switch! Canadian!
Yeah. That was money right there. Chef Showtime, that was one hell of a move, one hell of a Canadian destroyer off somebody's shoulder, man. That was pretty badass. What would you give that move from a darn to damn? That was a damn?
Damn.
That was a damn. I like that. I
It
definitely
made it
like that.
better if he was a big dude doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Big dude getting on top of the ropes. Moving like that. That was pretty cool. LPZ, what would you rate that from a darn to damn?
Oh yeah, I definitely get it a damn. That was good to see. I like to see stuff like that that's done right.
Yeah, that's done right. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Let me see. I got two more that I want to show you guys. This is another video of things that make you say damn.
Flex the tip. Good fighting it off with right hands.
Wait, what?
Springs to the top. Springs to the top. Got it.
Chef, what would you rate that video from a darn to damn?
That video made me grab my neck. I was like, damn.
Make me say, yeah, my neck, my back. Oh man. LP, I gotta get you to rate this move from a darn to damn, and if you missed it, let me show it again.
Flex the tip. Good fighting it off with right hands.
Wait, what?
Springs to the top. Springs to the top. Got it.
That's definitely a damn. When that adrenaline rush go down, you're gonna be hurting.
Oh my God. Yeah. Homeboy gonna be in so much pain. so much pain. Oh man. Mr. Everything even chimed in, man. Damn. What a cover up though. Yeah, that was definitely a cover. He went directly into that cover, man. That was pretty atrocious. Well, fellas, that concludes today's episode of Darn versus Damn. Let me give one more for you. It's an old school clip that I found back when Vince McMahon kind of was doing some commentating, and you had let me just show it. And LP, you probably remember who this was, man, but follow this clip, man. Check this out.
Again, we'd like to state that I've never met a man who exudes arrogance as you do. You probably never will. You don't even like me, do you? Come on, answer. Everybody's listening. You don't like me, do you? I can't say you're one of my favorite people. Well, let me show you something. You know, I don't care what you don't like. Look up. Hey, hang loose, baby. Be cool. Come on, don't move. This is a gun. You probably don't know nothing about that because you probably ain't got enough money to afford nothing like that. You either. See, that gun could be loaded or unloaded. You don't know nothing about guns, so I'm going to let you touch it. But I will tell you this. I have a lot more than this. All right, we'll be back with David.
All right, we'll be back. It's like, cut, goddammit, cut the show. Oh man, LP, you remember that clip?
No, you know what? I don't know if I've ever seen that clip before. That's why I was watching. I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that. Might be new to me.
Oh man, I think that was, I can't remember. I want to say Dr. Death. I don't want to say, no, I can't remember.
That's not Dr. Death.
No, that's not Dr. Death. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I know I wrote it down. But that was an interesting clip, man. I had never seen that or even heard of that until I saw the clip, and I was like, man, that's crazy. Chef, what did you think about that?
That was a damn, because you can see the look on Vince's face, like this motherfucker gonna shoot me.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, let's cut this show. Let's cut it. Let's get out of here. This dude done pulled out a gun. It's a wrap. It's over.
That's some of that old school stuff that the boys start pulling out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's how WWE got me back. I was watching WCW on a regular, and I was flipping through the TV, and I turned to USA, and Stone Cold busting in somebody's house, and Brian Pillman pulled that gat out. And I was back the next week. Like, I was like, who the hell is this dude? So yeah, put a gun in the mix.
Yeah, when you pull that strap out, things change quickly. Straight up. Oh man. Hey, LPZ. You know, there's been a lot of stuff going on in wrestling. We haven't done this segment in a while. But I gotta go to the resident villain of the Best Damn Wrestling podcast and ask LP, what was your best damn wrestling moment?
Ah man, you kind of got me on the fly on that one. But if I had to give a best moment of this week, I definitely would say what we talked about earlier would be the Jay coming to WWE. I know it was a moment that happened in the ring, but that was big for wrestling. They were big for wrestling. The fact that it's the female that everybody talking about in wrestling. You don't get that often. Like, when was the last time this many wrestling channels covered a female doing anything? So I think that's a real big moment for the business and for her. So hopefully she will do well, even though I think WWE gonna fumble the bag. I still hope that they do something with her. If they don't, she can always come to Selma, and she can move in.
Be a sister wife.
yeah. My wife will let her come in.
Like, baby, you got to let me have just the one. Just the one.
She's strong.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was good.
Around and stuff when we help moving the furniture.
You need help moving the furniture, so Jay just pick up everything with one hand, huh? Yeah, put that in the garage, baby. Oh man. Well, listen, that was a great moment in time, man. I think this was one of the things that sent shockwaves through the wrestling world was the announcement of Jade. And once she makes her landing, I think that it'll be really, really good. Let me do one of the best damn matches of the week. And usually we ask Mr. Everything, but I think I'm going to do this segment. But the best damn match of the week will have to be Daniel Bryanson and Ricky Starks match in AEW on Collision on Saturday night. They had an absolute slobber knocker of a match. Ricky Starks is that dude, man. I really want to see him do something. I think that if he did come over to WWE, he would translate really well, a lot better than he would with the AEW crowd. But he had to kind of find his bearings and go through the trials that he did. But he had a great match with Bryan Danielson. And I would love to see more of Ricky Starks, man. But that was a great match. If you guys hadn't had the opportunity to check out Bryan Danielson versus Ricky Starks, go check that out on Saturday night Collision on AEW. Fellas, man, great show. You know we do this each and every week to kind of give motivation and give a positive word to the beautiful people. Chef Showtime, do you have a final word? A word of motivation, a word to get people through the week for the beautiful people.
Ew, good motivation. Trust your inner child.
Trust your inner child. I like that. Some people were badass kids when they were little, so you know they can't trust their inner children. Their inner child was bad as hell, but I like that. Trust your inner child. I think I dig what you're saying, Chef. You know what I'm saying? Have a childlike energy about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead. Elaborate on it.
I say trust your inner child, because once you start feeling old, like LP, you be old, you know? You're going to be... you trust that inner child. You bring out the youth in yourself Have a full abundance of energy, you know.
Got some jokes.
That's funny,
I'm
man.
not gonna need Jay to move my couch for me. I can do it myself.
Remove my own couch. That was a great word from your boy, Chef Showtime. LPZ, do you have a final word for the beautiful people?
I guess I'll say there's a lot of doors out there. If you open one and it's not what you want, then open another one until you find what you want.
I like that. Keep on opening the doors until you find what you want. Just because one door closes, there's always another door available for you to walk through. You just got to take the courage and have the courage to walk through. I dig that. That is a great word from your boy, LPZ. Mr. Everything just popped in. He got a final word for today for the beautiful people. Let me get Chef to read that. Chef, read that for me.
Don't neglect the pebbles to build a house. Appreciate everything you get due to your goal. Your goals, even the small things. I can dig that. Small things matter.
Small things matter. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Don't neglect the pebbles to build a house. You know what I'm saying?
Don't tell your wife that.
Go to your baby. Baby, small things matter too.
Like, no.
It's a lot of single men out there that thought that whole process.
That's right. You know, we're about to start a whole movement. You know what I'm saying? A small things matter movement with brothers just in the street. You know what? Small things matter too. We marching on these hoes.
I'm gonna let y'all lead that march.
Oh man, that is funny. Oh man, listen. If I had to give a final word or a word of advice, a word of motivation to the people, I think I would say, you hear a lot when people say, I'm going to do something one day, right? So you can do something one day, or you can do something day one. You know what I'm saying? Turn your one days into day one. Meaning if you're saying, you know what, I'm gonna get my diploma. Well, as soon as you say it, that should be day one of you working towards your goal, of you trying to do something. So instead of saying, oh, one day I'm gonna get it, you should say, no, today is day one of me achieving my goal. You have one day or you have day one. It's your decision. Think about it, let it marinate in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And come out all tasty. You dig it? That is a word from your boy, Brian Renegade. Fellas, let the beautiful people know what you got going on and where can they find you. LP.
You can find me on Instagram, One Click Society Shoots with an S, Fashion Show Society, all that good stuff all day long.
Oh man, you got your fashion show coming up too, right?
Yeah, November the 19th. Sunday, November 19th, the Durham Fruit. The Durham Fruit is my lingerie section.
All right, say that one more time so for the people can hear you.
November the 19th at the Durham Fruit in Durham, North Carolina is the Savage Seduction Fashion Show. If you want tickets, just go to my Instagram and you'll see the link in the bio.
All right, and go check out LP's fashion show if you are in the Durham, North Carolina area. If you want to see some loose meat and some shiny skin and some lingerie and some people walking around in drawers, go to LP's fashion show. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. LP, are you excited about this production, man?
Yeah, it's different from our normal stuff, so I'm definitely excited to see how it's gonna go. Being grown folks, it's a little different than normal. So yeah, but I'm definitely excited to see how it turns out.
Oh man, you're gonna have a lot of hot and horny people leaving the show. I can see it already.
That's good.
Oh man, Chef Showtime, what you got going on, and where can the people find you?
Right now, it's same old, saving up for this food truck. I'm trying to start my own little business, my own little restaurant. But they can find me on Twitch, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook at Dante Carter or Chef Showtime.
What you gonna call your business?
What?
I said, what are you gonna call your business?
I'm gonna name it after. I'm gonna name it after my boys. My boys keep telling me they want me to call it AAs, and I'm like, okay, but we're gonna figure it out soon. But right now, my little catering stuff I'm doing is Showtime's Kitchen. So,
okay,
I don't know.
I like AAs, but people might think they coming there for a meeting. You know what I'm saying?
It's for me, nigga, eat at the same time.
Right? Is this the Alcohol Anonymous food truck? I like that.
Call it Gunther. Call it Gunther.
If I call it Gunther, it's not gonna make no money.
No, it's gonna make a hell out of them, and you can call yourself the general.
I like that, man. Well, listen, if you want to follow Chef's food truck journey, you go on his pages at Chef Showtime, and we'll maybe even put something on Chef's page, man, where you can donate to the dream of the food truck and getting Chef's beautiful, tasty food all over the country. You know what I'm saying? That'll be good, man. My name is Brian Renegade. You can check me on all platforms at Brian Renegade, man, and see what I got going on. My only main focus is just making sure I got everything for this wedding and I get hitched. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I become one of y'all, LP. You know what I'm saying? I joined the club.
The marriage club.
The marriage club. There it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. So you can follow what we got going on, and then you can even watch the whole wedding on one of the links on my pages. You can go to at Brian Renegade on Facebook, Instagram, and anywhere that you got your social medias. Man, fellas, it was one hell of a show. Thank you for joining us. And if you want to follow us on social media, well, the only thing that you have to do is go over to our Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You go over to our Facebook group, the Best Damn Wrestling Nation. You can go to our Facebook page where we have all of our content at the BD Wrestling Podcast. We're on Twitter, or X as it's called now, Best Damn Crew. You can go over to Twitch at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, and you can visit our TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. And if you want to support the show, well, the only thing that you have to do is go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. For as low as $5, you can join your boys, and we got all kinds of stuff, shirts, hats. And we're working on a new collection, man. Each one of the fellas got their own kind of paraphernalia, so you can support what they got going on, man, and purchase their content. We'll see. I'm going to post all the new designs up for the beautiful people so they can see it and rock it and represent for the best damn nation. Fellas, it is always a pleasure. LP, Chef Showtime, you both are gentlemen and scholars, sir. Yeah, it's going down. And look, we might do if you guys are available, we might do a live watch party of No Mercy and have LP talk junk about all the NXT wrestlers.
The people I don't know, the Brooklyn Brawler or whoever gonna show up.
the Brooklyn Brawler. I think he brought it back. He brought it back, man. Well, listen, we got to show you, man, who's hot in these streets, LPs. You know, so we'll probably do a live watch party so the beautiful people can come and watch along with your boys. Beautiful people, we will see you next week on the next Best Wrestling Podcast. We bid you adieu.